stand behind us, you're in the middle of an exhibition called Viva la Revolucion. But you're in the middle of it, right? You're surrounded by images, you're surrounded by sounds. And this is an exhibition of international street art. So that's art it's informed by the aesthetics and the issues of urban culture. This is an artwork by David Ellis. This is made out of a trash can, an actual wire trash can filled with actual trash. But what we're hearing is music that was composed for this piece. So embedded within the sculpture is a machine that makes the garbage inside make this beat, and it's amplified. So it's unexpected, it's playful, it's also kind of subversive, it's trash talk, you know, it's sort of doing what it's not supposed to do. This is a large-scale installation by the artist who goes by the name Swoon. And in it, she's combined everything from old rubber hoses and ropes to living plants. She has, out of all of this mess, she has these growing plants that are to remind us that even in sort of the worst situations, life endures. So her project continues, though, from the ground all the way up. It ascends about 18 feet in this sort of precarious composition. She has pieces of cut wood that she's decorated, if you will, with cut paper patterns that look like lace. So it's this very time-consuming embellishment of something that looks like it should just be thrown away. So she takes these things that would otherwise be discarded and she fashions them into, again, a kind of an ascending form. It's a hopeful, I think, sculpture, despite being used materials. Up at the top, what we wind up seeing are images of two figures embraced. Again, this kind of idea of life, persevering, you know, coming out of dire situations and surviving. It's by an Italian artist who goes by the name Blue, B-L-U. So here's an artist who does a stop-action animation by actually painting on the wall. So he paints a scene and then he does what's called buffing it, which is the graffiti term for erasing it, you know, when you cover something up. So he buffs it out and then and paints it again and buffs it and paints it again. So you can imagine being those people walking by and seeing it at one moment. But if you're here in the museum, or if you're seeing this work online, you get the whole time experience of the creation of the piece. And the piece is actually telling a story of creation, if you will. It's a kind of a Big Bang theory of a project that starts out with, you know, one little cell becoming a whole creature, taking over the world. This exhibition really has expanded our audience because I think people who support this kind of work, they might not have expected to find it in a museum. It's a pretty daring exhibition for a museum to do. This is the kind of alternative art, right, that you would maybe see in the street as you're driving by or walking by. You pass a mural that you might not even think of as art. And here we're bringing it into the museum. So we have it in both places, outside, in the street, and here in the, you know, hallowed halls of the museum. We have artists 20 artists from 10 different countries. And they can work in different styles. Some of them are working literally in the streets. That's why we have a component that's 10 murals outside in San Diego. So we have people working with spray paint. We have people carving directly into walls. People working with fragments of old billboards, peeling billboard papers. And like this artist Swoon behind me, bringing together found materials to create sculpture. The time of installation here was really exciting because it wasn't just our terrific crew assembling things, but the museum was filled with artists. It's what we do. I mean, that's the real pleasure of this museum, is that we work with living artists, and it's a reminder that art history is being made in our time, and it reflects our culture. So, you know, people might think that contemporary art is hard to understand, but we also have to remember that it's coming out of the times in which we live. So we are attuned to be able to understand it. And there's many artists, but what I think unites them is they're trying to show the humanity or the life that's in the city. that sometimes gets overlooked.